like that. So we decided, let's try that. And then historically, Ville Platte is well known again for barbecuing and grilling with the barbecue sauce, the Big Stand barbecue sauce. Jack Miller's American Inn started back there. Anyhow, we had all that going for us. We said, why not? So we joined the Fairs and Festival Association of Louisiana, and we were given the weekend, the last full weekend of June, every year to have our festival. So we went to the conventions and we learned what we had to do, and wanted to be part of the fairs and festivals. We wanted our queens to be recognized by the fairs and festivals and have the Queen's pageant that they have annually, the Queen of Queens pageant in Baton Rouge. So we found those things out and we did it. Those of you who are familiar with these Northside Civic Center grounds, 20 years ago there was about a 30-foot wide, perhaps as wide as this room, that went from the street to the ballparks, and that was the only cement they had. And we had 60 booths to put up, some 10 by 10 booths. So we just rolled around in a circle in the grass, and we made a little inner circle. And we had booths in there for the competition as well as the cooking to sell to the public. Well, that was the year that it had rained on the Sunday died. So we had water everywhere the whole weekend, and those days it was a 3-day festival. We were ankle deep in mud and water most of the day. Then with the success, and I'll say success, because the first year, again, we didn't know what we were doing, but we put the festival on, brought in some entertainment, had some arts and craft booths, did all of that, paid all our expenses, and we made $127. With this kind of weather, we said we have a successful thing going here, so we're going to go on and do it again. Well, with the help of the city, we started they started putting cement up, increasing the size of the parking area. And in a matter of 3 years, we had what we have today, which is mostly areas all cemented up. So water is not an issue like it was in the first couple of years. But the reason we want to do the festival again, repeating myself, was to promote the area for its smoked meat product, its sausage, tasso, etc., and using it as a seasoning. And also to highlight some of the local and regional talent, musical talent, as well as bring in some big name national talent, which we've done over the years. And just to name a few of the people you all probably have followed in brochures, if not attended the festival itself, but we brought in Billy Joe Royal, Doug Stone, Janie Fricke, B.J. Thomas, T.G. Shepard, Doug Kershaw, Ray Price, Gene Watson, T. Graham Brown, Joe Stampley. So we brought in a number of people that are nationally recognized. And of course we have all the local talents, Tommy McFarlaine, the Van Broussard, the Boogie King, Richard LaBeouf, Delton Richard, Van Broussard, Carl Vaillon. And I'm going to step aside here and tell you all a little quick story. Back in 1998, 97 and 98, we had discovered a young band out of Mesquite, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas. And they were a real high energy cover band, but they were a show band as well. They put on skits, they were comedians. There was a guy with a hand puppet that was just tremendous. And we found them, we liked what they were doing, so we invited them over. And they came over and were a big hit. So the following year we invited them back, and again they were a big hit. Well, following that, the band broke up, but their lead guy went on a solo career and got involved in America's Got Talent show, and he won it. And he won $1 million prize. But in addition to that, he was invited to Las Vegas to perform there, and for the last 4 years, if anyone has been to Las Vegas in the last 4 years, or you can get onto YouTube, the guy has his own theater at the Mirage. His name is Jerry Fader. He was the lead guy for Texas the Band. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him at all. He's tremendous. Y'all have seen him, or you get online and see his act. He is a tremendous guy. But at any rate, so that was the whole thing. We wanted to put something on to raise money. And what we do with the money that we're raising at the Smoke Beach Festival, we've done it over the years. In the last 18 years, we've given away, or put back, I say given away, we've put back into the community over $100,000. And that is in the form of aid to individuals or families that have had tragedies of house burning or inordinate medical expenses. We've bought diving equipment for the fire department. We bought video cams for the police departments in the parish. We sponsored Girls State and Boys State to go to Baton Rouge. We have a little Girl Scout troop that we sponsor as well. So the money that we raise at the Smoke Beach Festival, we put right back into the community. So the Vietnam Veteran Chapter 632 in Ville Platte is as much a service organization as it is a military organization. And we're real proud of our festival. We put on a good show, we think. Our smoke meat cook-off, we have an amateur and a professional division. Ville Platte has been recognized by the state legislature, both the Senate and the House of Representatives, and designated Ville Platte as the smoke meat capital of the world. We have a proclamation, so we're not just saying we're the smoke meat capital, we are the smoke meat capital of the world in Ville Platte. One of the highlights in my mind, anyway, every year, are the opening ceremonies, which is at 12 noon on Saturday. That's the day that we get up there. We have dignitaries that make speeches, and we have keynote addressees. But it's also when the Star Spangled Banner is sang. In all but about 3 years, I guess, in the 19, we've had an F-15 flyby, and those guys are phenomenal. They'll bring those planes in from Bell Chase, and they'll time it to be around the Middle Lake area circling, and when the lady, and usually it's Laura Stromer Blanchard that sings the acapella, she sings the Star Spangled Banner, but when she hits the last note, those two F-15s are right over the festival ground that they pull up, and they kick in the afterburners, rattling all these windows and things in Ville Platte. It's just stirring, it really is, it's unbelievable. Charlie Mann made a statement one day when the sound kind of quieted down. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, that is the sound of freedom." And that still puts a chill in my neck when I say that. So at any rate, we're real proud of our festival. We think we do a lot of good things. But talking about the festival, the cook-off, which is the big thing, the categories are very liberal. We have 6 categories that are judged. One is the sausage, andouille, and pulse category, smoked tasso, smoked seafood, smoked poultry, smoked game, and then the barbecue smoker. So it's real, the rules are real liberal in that if one of the 4 main ingredients to any dish you want to prepare for competition has to be a smoked product. You know, it doesn't have to be just it's not one thing, you can do a lot of things. If you want to put a mock shoe up there and put some tasso in there as your seasoning, if you want to enter that, you can do that. And that brings me to the point where smoked meat is not just the sausage, tasso, possible rate that we talked about, but people will take a catfish, 10-pound spotted cat, smoke it, which will be about 60% cooked, and make a couvillon. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. Those of you that may have seen Channel 3, this week I was on there with Tom Vonche, and that was a brisket that I had seasoned and stuffed with pork sausage. Just something different to do with you. The imagination of the amateur division of the smoked meat competition is really magnificent to watch, because these people practice all year long trying to devise and to create dishes that are unique, that are very flavorful, and looking for the big trophy that we give away. That trophy that we give away every year, and it's given to them, they can keep it. Mr. Roland Vale, a carpenter in the Ville Platte area, designed that for us and started making it from the first year. And he made it out of some old wood, old cypress wood, and he made one every year. He made a bunch of them, or did make a bunch of them, and we gave them all away to, and they get to keep them. And the rest of his soul, he passed away, but his grandson has picked up the mantle, and he is making the trophies for us every year now. So it's an ongoing thing. They're really coveted by the competitors for that trophy.